All right. Hello, good evening. Welcome to another live episode on a Wednesday night, the O&G Strikezone right here on the Black College Sports Network alongside Kelvin Rozier. I'm Bryan Fulford. Marcus Green will not be with us tonight. Family emergency. So he called in or checked in early. Legitimate. I checked it. It's good. But we're definitely keeping Marcus and his family in our thoughts and prayers. So I hope everything is well with the family, and he's not out longer than he needs to be. So you all keep Marcus and his family in your thoughts and prayers, if you would. Kay, what's going on, man? How's the weather in Tally?
Weather's pretty good. Typical. It's summertime, so it gets hot around
it's hot
1 or 2 o'clock, and you get that afternoon shower, and then it's gone. So it's pretty good.
I spent the past week, obviously, last week I was in Atlanta, and I will just say there is a noticeable difference. I mean, I thought it was hot in Florida, but the Georgia Atlanta heat is just, it's just different. It's different. I saw a video of it was meant to be in jest, but a guy went to the convenience store, bought a bag of ice, and came outside. By the time he got to his car, it was a bag of water, and that couldn't have been any truer, man. I mean, what they said that week I was gone here in Florida, it was in the 90s, high 90s, which okay, mid 90s. No, we were touching triple digits in Atlanta. So
yeah, there was a serious heat wave all the way up the East Coast up north. Yeah,
definitely. So good to be back in the home state, and appreciate the good old
everybody
airline.
Doing well. Everybody doing well up in the ATL.
Everybody's good, man. Family's doing well. Got
good.
So everything's good. I didn't see any fireworks, but I sure as heck heard them. They know how to. They up there in that northeast corner of Smyrna, Roswell, that northwest. Yeah. They know how to pop them fireworks off, boy.
Hey, speaking of that, I went to a 4th of July cookout with one of my friends, and I brought my daughter with me, and we out there playing cards and eating and so forth, and we did fireworks at the end, and so we had some pretty big, expensive fireworks.
Okay.
And they decided to light 2 of them at one time. Those things shoot like 10 of them. One at each time. They timed off, and they shoot them pretty high. Really, really nice. Well, they put 2 of them too close together. So halfway through, one of them knocked the other one over. And it faced toward the house and where everybody was standing. You should have seen everybody jetting out the way. I always saw those videos, but I never was a part of one.
All right. You never thought you'd be a part of one. Now, somebody just needs, hopefully.
I got it. They had a ring. I've got the video.
Oh my God. We've got to, first off, hopefully there was no property damage. Nobody got hit by
somebody did get hit. But
somebody got hit?
It wasn't major. They were all right.
But, as I said, hopefully everybody who's checking in, hey, what I say, do me a favor, put 10 plus 10 if you came back to the chat with 10 fingers and 10 toes. Now, if you didn't have 10 and 10, I understand. Don't tell on yourself, but if you came back, if you came back with 10 and 10, go ahead and put 10 plus 10 in the chat, or just put 20. I came back with 20 digits, so that's all we want to know. We want to make sure.
I watched some videos, and not everybody came back with. Somebody lost a whole hand.
Oh, Jesus.
The firework up in California, they were lighting fireworks, and as soon as they lit it, it went off. Like it was, at least that's what they claim. So, and as soon as he lit it, he couldn't drop it or anything. It blew off his hand.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did you see, speaking of holding fireworks in your hand, did you see the video in Mexico outside of where the England's football team, where they were staying?
I heard about it.
Oh, I saw the video. There were, I mean, they must have been holding those mortar rockets, and literally, like, you just, like, all through the night, they were launching them. I mean, you would have thought it was like something out of Star Wars, where they were literally shooting at an X-Wing fighter that was too close. I mean, they were literally launching them, and you had to be holding them to do all that, right? And I was bugging watching it, but you know, they're fearless. They're fearless down there, man. So anyway, but
that's one way to. That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah, exactly. Fearless. You got to be something. You got to be something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, good to see everybody back. Hopefully, everybody made it back from the 4th of July. You enjoyed it. You had a good cookout. You ate. You ate somewhere. You did something. Saw some fireworks. You know, celebrated with your friends and family. America 250 # America, and we'll try to see if we can be a better country over the next 250, and that's what we try to do. All right.
A more perfect union.
That's all we can ask for every day, every year. So coming up on tonight's show, we got a special guest coming up at the bottom of the hour, a FAMU football and NFL football Hall of Famer. I should say alum, FAMU sports Hall of Famer, Pastor Jomo Cousins, who was just last year inducted to the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame. And he is, as I said, not only a pastor, has a church in Riverview, Florida, which is, if you're not familiar, it's in the Tampa, St. Pete area. And he's actually the hosting party for one of the Strike Tour events that will be in the Tampa area on Saturday evening. So we'll have Pastor Jomo Cousins on the show at the bottom of the hour. We'll also talk about the other events for the Strike Tour, which kick off this Friday in South Florida, Dade County. And then they move to the Tampa area on Saturday, and then they will be in Jacksonville on Sunday. Of course, the Strike Tour featuring Coach Quinn Fordham-Gray Sr., Coach Charlie Ward, and Coach Bridget Gordon. So I don't know if there's any other coaches. Haven't heard if there are going to be other coaches there, but those are the main three that will be at all of those events. So I know there are some links, which we'll try to have some links and some opportunities for folks to be a part of it if you want to contribute and do go on from there. So, yeah. Also, talking season has begun. Next week, SWAC Football Media Day from Birmingham, Alabama. Did you get your email?
I did not. Well, when did it come?
This morning.
No, I haven't seen it.
Double check, because I submitted your information.
Unless it went to spam.
Double check, make sure it didn't go to spam. So I got mine. So you're in the same chat group I am. You know, Mo said to check your email. So please check your email because I submitted your name. So I know I got mine. You should have got yours. But anyway, Kelvin should be there. I will be there. Of course, you know, the Black College Sports Networks, we do a live full day of coverage from the SWAC Media Day. And a few of the Avengers will be in the house. So we'll even do a FAMU themed show as well with Ashley, Tashay. Who else is going to be there? Troy. Is Troy going to be there?
I believe you said it was
Troy's
there.
Okay, Troy's in the chat, so I know Troy's going to be there. Don't know if Steve Campbell made his decision or whether he will or will not be there. So, yep, there it is. Troy will be there. So, some of us will be there, and we'll have a chance to kind of recap the conversations that we had, so on and so forth. While Kelvin looks into his email.
I don't see it.
Okay.
You ain't submit my name.
Don't.
You left your boy out.
I submitted your name. I swear I did. We'll double check it. I'll check with the main person that's in the SWAC office to make sure. I know I submitted your name, but we'll double check. Let's go through a few of it at roll call, and then we'll. I think we still got some time in the first segment to kind of talk about one of the big stories that just recently dropped from the SWAC. So I know folks might be itching. Jimmy Mack, first one in the chats. We say hello. What up, Jimmy? Good to have you. Thank you for checking in. Rozier, always. VM Matt checking in. The No Chill Pod is, I think they finished up all the teams.
Yeah, they had Troy on the other night.
You were on, you dropped. I know Troy and BJ were on last night. You jumped on as well?
Yeah. I was in the chat.
Okay, you were in the chat. Okay.
Troy, that's the most mild manner I ever seen, Troy. Troy is pretty neutral.
Well, we'll find out why. Bull, how you doing, Bull? Thanks for checking in. Good to see you. Ken, checking in. Thank you for being a JBN subscriber as well, Ken. Appreciate you. Ashton Harris, good to see you, Ashton. Thank you for checking in as well. Meredith, another JBN subscriber. Thank you, Meredith. Good to see you as always. Mary 305, checking in. Hope you're enjoying your summer break, Mary. As mentioned, Troy, Fat Mouth Sports.
What up, Troy?
B Starks from the A.
Had birthday, if I remember correctly, not too long ago. Happy belated.
Okay, yeah, happy belated, B. Thank you for being a JBN subscriber as well. Gail, checking in. Gail in Cleveland. Okay,
all right, Bron.
I was gonna say, is he coming back for a third time? Third time's the charm. He's gonna retire a Cav. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I would love to see him go to Philly personally, but anyway.
Me too.
But
yeah, that would be fun. Go to State.
I don't know why he don't want to come to the Pacers. We gonna be a sleeping dog next year. I mean, we're going to the conference finals. I'm just telling you.
Well, I don't know. The East has gotten strong, man. Teams have made some moves.
The East is no. Hey, when you go through the top 7 in the East, roll the dice, and I don't know who's gonna
go to the bottom. Look what the Wizards doing.
Look, it's gonna come down to an injury. It's gonna come to an injury. Whoever can stay the healthiest longest, you watch. Yeah. That's what it's gonna come down to. Edwin Moore, good to see you, man. Thanks for checking in from the DFW. Our favorite Jaguar.
What's going on, Ed?
Yeah, I guess so. You might be that guy. Makiba West, good to see you, Makiba. Thank you for being a JBN subscriber.
Hey, Makiba.
Appreciate you. Okay, Mary, another JBN subscriber. I thought Mary, you got 2 accounts. You must have 2 accounts. Melissa Wilson, Dr. Wilson, checking in. Good to see you. Doc, good to see you. Appreciate you. Marcus, what up, fam? Thank you for being a JBN subscriber.
Lincoln.
Joel Banks, what up, Joel? Good to see you. Appreciate you guys. Definitely keeping Marcus and his family in your thoughts and prayers. Mm-hmm. Definitely appreciate all that. Sweet, what up, Sweet? Thanks for being a JBN subscriber. Tamara T, good to see you.
Tamara T?
Thanks for being a subscriber. DQ Will, another JBN subscriber. Love all y'all. Appreciate y'all for being subscribers to the Black College Sports Network on our YouTube page, helping support all the programs. EA, good to see you checking in. Let me see. More 10s and 10s. Exactly. Y'all checking in with the 10 fingers and 10 toes. Good to see y'all check back in. Who's this via Matt? Oh, fireworks show gone wrong. When did this happen?
I do remember that the wooden platform catching on fire.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What year was this? I
remember that.
What year was this?
Well, that's when we had a wooden platform, so it had to be, I guess, Billy Joe era.
Was this during the game or post game?
Yeah, it was. I can't remember if it was pre or post, but yeah, they were doing fireworks in some kind of way. Something didn't act right, and the top of the tower caught on fire. They were able to put it out. It didn't burn down, but it was a sight to see.
Yikes. That's tough. There he is. Robert Kelly.
R. Kelly.
What's going on? All right.
The other R. Kelly.
Exactly. The other one. Good to have you. Good to hear. Will Yeoman's checking in.
What's up, Will?
Good to see you, Will. Thanks for checking in. Alice McCullough on Facebook. Checking in from the 561 Palm Beach in the house. Let me see. Any other? Let me see. Karen Griffin checking in from the West Coast.
Kelly.
West Coast. All right. Rattlers in Arms checking in.
What's going on, Rick and company?
I wish I had the where we at on our fundraiser for the basketball. I know we're getting close to getting the goal.
I copied it over.
Okay.
We were at 11,800 somewhere around there.
Trying to hit the 18.
Yeah. So we got to push it tonight. Go ahead, get over that.
I don't see the link. Where's the link at?
Let me see.
All right, I'm gonna go back in.
Yeah.
Try to find that flyer. Rick, if you're watching, if you got my email, can you send me an email at some point, and in that way I can pull up that graphic and that link and post that. I know I'll eventually find it, but I'm just trying to save myself some time. Gotcha. Let me see. Any other? Yep. Rick reminding folks, the Central Florida Strike Tour. If you can't attend, there's how you can contribute. I'll make sure to post the link again. Of course, we'll have Pastor Jomo on the show here coming up pretty soon here at the bottom of the hour. And we'll put that link up there. But those of you, if you cannot attend in the Central Florida area, you can give via that right there, via that link. Let me see. Shaco checking in. Exactly. Shaco. Okay. You going to which one you gonna be at, Shaco? Sounds like you're gonna be at the Tampa one by that post. I gotta see if I can make my way out.
That's right.
I gotta get out the house.
Get out the house, man.
Go travel to Tampa this weekend. See if I can go cover this event.
I'll be down there for the baseball game.
What baseball game?
The FAMU day at the Tampa Bay Rays.
Oh, at the bottom of the month.
Mm-hmm.
All right, James Austin, good to see you on Facebook. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate you. Look, exactly right. A wooden platform for a fireworks show. Boy, I tell you.
You know how we do it.
FAMU foolishness, boy. I tell you, boy. Won't we? Okay. Well, I know we only got a few minutes in the segment, Kelvin, before we hit the break. But my portion is going to be real quick. The 2026 football SWAC preseason awards came out today. All right, and that'll be it for the first time since Florida A&M has been a part of the Southwestern Athletic Conference, including the inaugural year when we joined the conference, not one Rattler football player was selected to the preseason list, first or second team. Now, before you get all indignant and before you be like, oh, hell no, the disrespect, blah, blah, blah. Look, let's let's break down how all of this happens. Typically, most conferences, but I can tell you with specifics in the SWAC, the carryover from the postseason of the previous year carries forward into the preseason of the next year, especially with returning players.
Well, they didn't do it with our linebacker, though.
Huh?
They didn't do it with Jason Rouse. He was second team.
Well, okay. So I was going to mention there was only 3 players from FAMU that were on the postseason last year. Daniel Porto was a first-team kicker on special teams. Ashton Grable was second-team offense. Those 2 are gone. Jason Niles was second-team defense. He was a redshirt senior, presumably gone. Is he back?
Yeah, I think he's had a year. Not sure, but I think he had a year. I remember seeing him.
He could have been a 5th plus 5th. I don't know, but so presumably there was nobody from the 25 FAMU football team that was coming back on that preseason on that postseason list.
But so to add context though to that, so Pine Bluff and Alabama A&M and all them players, they and BCU with 6-7 players, they weren't on last year first or second team either. Most of the best players in the SWAC either transferred out from those type teams or graduated, right?
Right.
So there's not a whole lot, Andrew Body, the names are not controversial, but you can tell by the number of lower teams that have high numbers of players on the team that they didn't put much thought into this anyway.
No, and like you just said, Kelvin, not only do you have, we're in a state where not very many, we're in a season when you don't really know what your roster, the public doesn't know what the roster looks like.
Right.
You're also in the last weeks of when most athletic department personnel are finishing vacations. So getting a hold of people late June, early July is challenging. Coaches are also probably just coming off a vacation. I mean, we talked to Coach Lewis last week. He was supposed to take his vacation, but he's one of those. He's one of those diehard coaches. In the woods. Even on vacation, he's talking and thinking football, right? So, some take the time. We saw Coach Gray taking the time this past weekend. If you've seen the renewal of his vows with his wife, so you saw those videos. But that's about it. Folks go back to work next week, pretty much. Coaches with football media days. So and then you got so all of that. There's not much research that's going into this. It's cookie cutter. That's why you can almost pretty much guess and figure out who's going to be the returner or the guys who make the preseason. And at the end of the day, folks, it's preseason awards. I mean, it's good for the players,
right?
But it doesn't really mean anything. What really matters is the postseason. Nobody on their resume is putting, I was selected preseason all SWAC.
It might be a few losers.
Yeah, the ones who don't get the postseason award.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you're wanting to get the postseason awards for the work you do during the year. So even though there's no football players from FAMU on the preseason list,
and I think we're the only school with no players on it.
I think we are the only school with none.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with not being eligible for the tournament, postseason play. You brought up some internet. How do you think that's going to play out in the locker room with the coaches, Kelvin?
Well, I know several of the coaches really well, and they have that rattling pride, so they taking it like how we taking it. Okay, all right. They not overreacting, but you better believe that it's going to be used from training camp to game time. Oh yeah, nobody think outside of this locker room, nobody think we got any good players and we can't coach.
Yeah.
I can see it now. Lou Holtz boy gonna be killing it.
Lou Holtz.
They gonna go Lou Holtz on them.
Hey, yeah. Lou Holtz gonna get out the grave for this one. It's like, oh, this is easy. This is easy. And yeah. I'm gonna make a bold prediction, Kelvin.
Go ahead.
When the preseason rankings come out, I don't think we will be top 3.
No,
in the East.
Won't. No, we're gonna be probably 5th.
That's what I was going
maybe
to
tie with Alabama A&M at 4. But
yeah,
they definitely gonna have Jackson State and Alabama State 1, 2 in some order, and BCU 3 for whatever reason.
Yeah,
for whatever reason.
And,
okay,
exactly. And somebody might. There's always going to be a rogue person who's going to vote Valley first. So that who knows? But like I said, good. I think ruin everybody's season. Finish 9-3 or better. 9-3 is what Kelvin predicted, or better, which means based on Kelvin's predictions, only probably a couple of losses in the SWAC. Maybe 1 or 2. Because
I'm not predicting any out of conference loss outside of course Miami.
Right. So, I can't wait to see. You already know. If you know what the talking points are going to be, and it'll be nice motivation. But I mean, we don't need extra motivation. I think a lot of people will expect extra motivation for FAMU, but those are people who don't understand FAMU, don't understand Coach Gray, don't understand our coaching staff. Right. So you watch how the talking points come out of SWAC Football Media Day. Again, that's next Wednesday in Birmingham. Live coverage will be not only on the Black College Sports Network, but SWAC TV will also be running interviews as well. But have two channels set up. One streaming the Black College Sports Network feed, and another one streaming the SWAC TV feed. All right. Okay, let's get ready to take that first break, because right on the other side, we're going to talk to FAMU Hall of Famer, former NFL player, and as well as the pastor of Love First Christian Center in Riverview, Florida. That's Jomo Cousins. Pastor Jomo Cousins is going to join the show right after this break. He's going to talk to us about we got all kinds of things we can talk to him about, but his church will be hosting the strike tour in the Tampa area on Saturday evening. So get your questions ready. Be ready. I'm going to get those chats. Let me see. I got a quick note here from Rick. All right, let's see. Rick says the goal, we're at 13,000, a little over 13,000 towards the 18,870 goal for the basketball team. And, we're there. We're almost there. So appreciate everybody for their donations. We'll go from there. I'll get that link.
And if you see the recruiting that we doing in men's basketball, you should be jumping to contribute.
Hey,
we're
moving in the right direction. All right, let's go ahead and take that first break. You're watching the O&G Strikezone right here on the Black College Sports Network. We'll be back in just a moment.
From cancer care to accidental injuries to cardiac care, we all know that there are times that you can't control what happens in your life. But with Globe Life Family Heritage, you can be prepared to weather the storm when it comes. Call Dr. Beverly Eagle Rogers at 877-300-8269 or visit the website at globelifefamilyheritage.com. With over 25 years of serving communities, Dr. Beverly Eagles Rogers is here to help you and your family through difficult times. Dr. Beverly takes pride in Globe Life being one of the few companies that returns 100% of premiums to clients that stay healthy. So for more information, call Dr. Beverly Eagle Rogers at 877-300-8269 or visit the website at globelifefamilyheritage.com.
If you've ever told yourself, I want to get into real estate but don't know where to start, here's something just for you. From Friday, July 31st to Sunday, August 2nd, the Learn Real Estate Fast Masterclass is coming to McKenzie Office Park in College Park. You'll learn wholesaling, commercial investing, and how to purchase property with zero money or credit. I can tell you, education and access are everything. This masterclass is designed to give you both. Whether you're brand new or ready to level up, this is where you start making real moves. Enjoy free lunch, free study materials, and receive a certification of completion. So don't wait. Seats are filling fast. Do not sit on the sidelines while others build wealth. Take that first step toward ownership and legacy. Get your tickets now at learnrealestatefast.com or tickpick.com. For more information, call 678-859-3303. Master the market, build your legacy, secure your future today.
For over 30 years, HBCU Image has been more than just an apparel store. We've been a movement, a statement, a legacy. We celebrate the pride, the purpose, and the culture that make historically black colleges and universities legendary. Whether you're a student or a lifelong supporter, our gear lets you wear your HBCU story with confidence and style. Because when you wear HBCU Image, you're not just wearing clothes. You're wearing culture. You're wearing pride. You're wearing purpose. HBCU.
This is Bryan Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJDN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
All right, welcome back to the O&G Strikezone right here on the Black College Sports Network alongside Kelvin Rozier. I'm Bryan Fulford, and it's a pleasure to have on a FAMU Sports Hall of Famer, class of 2025, former football alum, former NFL alum, and current pastor make sure I get it right now, the Love First Christian Center in Riverview, Florida. Pastor Jomo Cousins, thank you for joining the show tonight.
Thank you, sir. It's an honor.
All right, glad to have you on. Why don't we start? Of course, just kind of I'm going to let people know, just in case you had forgotten. I don't know how you could have forgotten, because Jomo was just elected into the Sports Hall of Fame last year, where he starred in both football and track, held FAMU and MEAC records for the shot put, and was a standout discus thrower as well. Won 3 MEAC titles in football under Coach Joe. Went to the playoffs every year, including a semifinals year. Played in Berlin with the Berlin Thunder in NFL Europe. When you look back on those years, what are some of the memories or some of the moments that you are most proud of, or that reflect, for you when you think back to your time at FAMU?
I think for me, the camaraderie, just the locker room, the brothers, the brotherhood, the friends, the best time of my life, just some of the coaches. To me, even today, when I share stories, it's all about the times I had on the Hill, the coaches, the players, the friends, the bond you had. You don't realize how much it's something to cherish until you look back in life and realize that was probably the best times of your life. So to me, that was it. The friends, the connections you had is just an incredible time of my life. So championships were good, and that's always well. But the forging of brothers, bleeding, sweating to accomplish a goal really meant the most to me when I look back on my time on the Hill.
And I hate to say, I remember those years vividly. What position did you play again on the team again?
Football was defensive end.
Okay, I knew it was on the defensive side. I didn't want to call out the wrong spot and be all wrong. So yeah, and your time with Billy Joe, and actually, I believe you were even a teammate with Coach Gray as well. What were some of the things about Coach Joe that you recall and that you probably lean on and reflect on in your role as a leader today?
Coach Joe had an incredible vocabulary.
Yes.
And if you, as an athlete at the time, he would give you words that you'd just be dumbfounded. You're trying to understand what he's trying to say. And he would say things like vicissitude. What? He said discombobulated. What? And you'd be sitting there trying to look at each other, trying to figure out what exactly did that word mean, because, he just had these words he'd be coming out with. And then, there were some times where, because he was real mellow. But man, we had a time where, some brothers got in a little scuffle. And man, Coach Joe came with a 2x4, y'all. And he dealt with some stuff. And it was early in his tenure. So he was trying to get some straightening. And after that experience, everybody kind of lined up because nobody wanted a 2x4 coming across, so people may not know that, but it's past the statute of limitations at this point. So we could go ahead and be real with it. And so it was just, I love this vocabulary. Coach Moore, he was a preacher.
Yes.
And so he would say something like this: son, you better root hog or die po pig. And I'm thinking, root hog or die a po pig. I didn't figure that out till like years later, but it sounded so good and you wanted to hit somebody. You better root hog or die po pig. And then, Coach Highsmith would do tours, right? And in front of Young Hall, there'd be smoke coming out, right? And he told a recruit, that's the underground kitchen. Man, of course you want the athlete. So if that's the underground kitchen, coach, whatever, man, just the stuff that the memories, man, it was such a cherished time. And so the coaching staff and just how they try to push the most out of you, because for me, I was a walk-on. So I didn't come to FAM with a scholarship. I came there just to be an engineer. And in my first semester, my mother told me, we don't have any more money. We got to figure it out. And that's what led me initially. I walked on the track team, and then that conflicted with the basketball team. And then the following year, I walked on the football team. So none of my athletics was on purpose. It was necessity. Now, I was a good enough athlete, but that wasn't my plan. My plan was just to be an engineer. But then when the money got funny, then that changed my compass or my trajectory. And then after I did football for 1 year, I saw Earl go pro. The next year, I saw Jamie Nails go pro. And all of a sudden, I said, hell, this is better than an engineering degree. In my mind, I said, this. For me, it was all about the vehicle. What was the fastest vehicle to get me to my spot? So at the time, engineering, a bachelor's degree in engineering would be the most money with a 4-year degree, because that's all I wanted. And so that was my goal. How do I get out of here and start making money? Because I was always about business. And so that kind of shifted. Before you know it, I'm playing football. I wasn't the best football player just because I didn't have experience. I was just big and fast, and I kind of figured it out. But for whatever reason, favor hit me.
Yeah.
One more question, Kelvin. Where are you from? I'm not familiar. I don't recall where was home for you.
I was born in Jamaica.
Okay.
I grew up in DC, the DC area.
Okay.
So I didn't even want to go to FAMU.
I was going to say your journey to FAMU.
There you go. That was going to be my question. Go ahead and talk about it.
My first option was Hampton.
Okay.
I went to Hampton one time, and I saw them beautiful people over there. I said, Lord Jesus, I got to get to Hampton University. But I didn't have the money for Hampton. Then it was Howard.
I know that too well.
Because Howard was as close to DC. Didn't have the money for that. Then it was Clark. And then FAM was the lowest deposit for the room. And the way I was raised was whatever I purchased, whatever I wanted, I had to pay for half. So from a little kid, every Christmas gift, I had to find half my whole life. So when my mother said she didn't have money for college, I'm already used to that. Okay, Let's go, Jay. So because I had a paper route at 7. I had to make money from that point on. And then at 10, she got a car accident and she couldn't drive anymore. She taught me how to drive, and I would drive her to DC, park the car at 10, and walk to elementary school. So my life has always been, I had to figure it out. So when I got the fam and had to walk on and do the football, it seemed like I was ready for adversity. I'm built for stuff going wrong. Mm. And so that kind of helped me navigate through, because I was always in survival mode. You know, when the first year, when the dorms closed, I didn't know dorms closed because I'm the first person to ever go to college. Mm-hmm. I had nowhere to go. I broke into Pattyfoot to sleep because I had nowhere to go. But see, if you don't have a family to tell you that the dorms closed during the holidays and you got to go, you don't know that.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was kind of stuck there. So I just kept pulling on windows till one opened up.
Mm. Wow.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kelvin.
I wanted to make sure that part of your story got told, your journey there and your background a little bit, because I think it's add some context. Now, the next part I want you to talk about before we get into the old strike tour is your journey into being a pastor and your journey after football. Kind of talk about how that came about.
Okay, so I got drafted to the Arizona Cardinals, 98 draft. I get there. I do all right. I hurt my shoulder. Come back next year, I hurt the shoulder again. And so now this football thing is not working for my body. The NFL is done with me. And then so now I transition back to Florida, and I'm trying to figure out my life because, you know, most athletes put their eggs in that basket. There's not a backup plan, but I did get my degree in business economics. So I thought I'd get a job pretty easily. But again, my name is Jomo. And when you have on your resume, Jomo Cousins, NFL player, they assume dumb job. Mm-hmm. So, you send out resumes, I got nothing. So I ended up being a substitute teacher. And I worked at Walmart in Metro West of Orlando. You know how embarrassing that is? I was doing taxes, the Jackson Hewitt tax guy in Walmart in Orlando. And you know how many FAMU people in Orlando. Man, I had women that come up to me talking about, Jomo, you want me to help you? I said, listen, man, get behind me, Satan. You know, because I know I'm better than where I'm at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But this is where I'm at. Football didn't work out the way I thought. And so I'm just trying to figure out, okay, what's my move? Come to find out, a friend of mine called me, said, Jomo, there's a company looking for a speaker. I think you'd be good. I drive to Apollo Beach, which is outside of Riverview. Mm-hmm. I interview, I get the job. So now I'm on the speaking circuit on motivation because my story just makes sense. The struggle, the fight.
Absolutely.
So then now I'm balling again. I'm making good money. And I think I'm in the path. I started going to church. I went in the NFL, a guy named Aeneas Williams. He's a Hall of Famer from Southern. Mm-hmm. All right. He came to my locker and he said, how you doing, rookie? I said, I ain't doing too good. You know, it's not working out for me. He said, come to my house for a Bible study. Went to his house. Before you know it, he led me to the Lord. And so I'm just going to church. I'm not trying to be a pastor. Mm-hmm. I'm a speaker. I still ain't trying to be a pastor. I'm good with that. I don't want the stigma, I need you. I got to ask for money. I don't want none of that smoke. I'm good. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm doing good. And so I just felt a prompt. That prompt is an internal feeling that God is telling me to do something. I tell God no, because I felt like, you need to be a preacher or a pastor. So I go to my pastor. My pastor said, I don't know about that. I said, cool. I don't want to do it no way. My wife said, I don't want to do it. I don't want none of that. And so I said, no. In my mind, I'm telling God, that's not working. Or then my next statement was, after I save my first meal, I'll go preach because I don't want to ask these jokers for money. So that was my plan. So I'm flying to LA and I had 8 speaking engagements. And this is 20 plus years ago. At that time, I was making $5,000 every time I spoke. So this is $40K for this trip. Yeah. So I'm living life. I love it. Right. As soon as I land, y'all, every place I'm supposed to speak's on fire. All 8.
Wow.
Now, California has fires all the time, but all 8 locations.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every single one.
Yeah, that's a sign now.
Yeah.
So I went to this place called Red Robin. I had my business partner was a white brother. He said, I guess you got your sign, Jomo. I said, damn. So yes, I got it. So I came back. We split up the company, and I sat home for 6 months. And I was like, Lord, if this is you, you got to like part the Red Sea. You got to come down with a dove.
Right.
You got to listen, man, because I don't want to do it because I have natural ability. I want to do it because this is what you call me to do. So I didn't do. I sat home for 6 months, man. And then about July 12th is when my wife's birthday, and she was pregnant with my third child. And his white brother came out of her car and said, I got a word for you. I said, word for you? I was like, oh, not another word, because it seems to me when you're in the valley of the decision, everyone has a word for you. So you don't know which word, so he said, man, I got a word for you. He says, God won't step in until you step out. I said, oh, he on it. So that word, my wife's birthday, my third child, she goes into labor all on the same day. Boom. I said, ooh, new birth. 3. I said, okay, got it. Started about 2 weeks later. My wife's a graphic design major from FAM. She made flyers. And me and my son put flyers on the wall on doors. After 90 days, it's over 100. After 6 months, over 300. And now it's thousands. I never, in my wildest dreams, I actually have FAMU people who won't go to my church because they remember the old Jomo.
Right.
Listen, man, I wasn't saved, man. I wasn't saved.
True,
I'm on the football and track team, and my agent gave me a navigator my senior year. Now, you understand, you have a brand new navigator on Chrome on FAMU's campus. Driving.
I remember it.
I'm an ignorant Negro. I'm talking about, and I'm playing mystical. Here I go. Just a fool. You could, and so you couldn't help me there. I didn't know Jesus. I was wide open. So I never would have saw myself as a pastor. So for whatever reason, my transparency draws people to me because I'm so real.
Yep.
I don't have religion in me because I didn't grow up in it. I take the Bible, I explain it the way I think God wants to explain it, and I flow. And for whatever reason, it seems to be working. So it's blown my mind.
Right. Right. Amazing. Great testimony too.
Yeah.
So now we hear, well, before we do the fundraising, talk about what it was like when you got notified that you're going to be a part of the Sports Hall of Fame, and what was that experience like?
It was an honor. I mean, I believe it was a year before COVID. Coach Bogans called me. And he says, Jomo, you're about to be put in the Hall of Fame. I said, cool, whatever, He said, somebody's going to call you back. Then COVID hit. And they got silent for 7 years. And so my wife's like, what happened? I said, I don't know. I ain't chasing that dog because I know it's between Coach Lang, Coach Bogan. Of course, they're older. And the guard of those who chose it were gone. So when COVID hit, so I was like, okay. So I kind of pulled back a little bit. Not that, because of course you don't choose yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I said, well, I'm gonna keep my head down. It's all good. So I knew it was coming. I didn't know when, because he told me pre-COVID. And then of course, everything kind of just got whatever. And then you have administration changes.
Yep.
And then so just so happened, former President Timothy Beard, his daughter goes to our church.
Okay.
And he had seen me a couple of times preach, and he bought my books.
Yeah.
And he says, Jomo, now that I'm president, I don't think people know about you. He says, I don't think people know what's really happening or what you're doing on the scale you're doing it as a FAMU alum. He said, most FAMU units don't know. He said, you probably have the biggest church in all of FAMU. Of all FAMU alum, he said, yours is probably the biggest. He said, no one even knows it. And he says, I just think it's something that as a person who's academia, and now that I'm in position, I just know that I've been there, I experienced it. It's something that more light needs to be put on it. That's what he said. More light needs to be put on this. Because he says, you should be speaking at FAM all the time. He said, you're a professional speaker. He says, have you spoken there for? I said, not once. He said, so he was like, something, He's just saying, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I said, well, I have enough speaking engagements. I'm not chasing nothing.
Right.
If it's supposed to be, it will be. I got enough work on my plate. So I just kind of put my head down. And so when it came back again, I said, well, okay, cool. Because I've learned not to chase things, man. What's for you, what is for you is for you.
It's for you.
And so I was thankful, honored, and appreciative that I was considered. Of course, so just honored, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very deserving too, by the way. You are a FAMU athletic legend also. But so the reason we brought you on the show, the other reason we brought you on the show was to kind of talk about the Central Florida fundraiser for athletics. And so why don't you kind of talk about how you got involved and what can people look forward to and why they should support this?
Well, when I was first off, I had when I heard Quinn became the head coach, I said, okay, I love Quinn. I saw him a couple weeks ago, and I see, he's from Fort Lauderdale, BA, and my brother went to BA, and he's a good dude, dude. I said, so I want to support. And then when I went into the Hall of Fame, Marvin Green circled back and told me I'd like to be a bigger part. I said, I'm open to it. My wife and I already discussed how we may start doing more. We've done money before,
right?
But I think that we are on a different platform now, meaning that our influence is bigger,
right?
And so maybe we can do more. So she is third generation Rattler, so she way back. So her parents Rattler, she couldn't go nowhere but FAMU,
right?
So so she's all in. So when they told me about it, I said, well, I have a location. I could do the support. So I'll start there if that works for you. And I said, I could use my technology, and I have a lot of things that are that will help push it.
Right.
And I know people, I know the people. I think I could be whatever I could do to help. How could I serve?
Yes. Yeah.
That's the gist of it. I'm not sure, so that was my thing. How could I serve, and how could we coordinate it? Because, for us, I'm used to coordinating stuff all the time in productions.
Right.
So that's the goal, to make it a pleasant experience. And from what I've heard, no one has done it quite the way we're going to do it. And so it's an experiment, and we'll be successful. And to what degree, I don't know, but we're going to get more than we ever gotten before. So that's what I'm about. I'm about that business.
Right. And what does it mean to you to be able to be in a position and to be able to kind of give back to something that gave you so much?
We've given away about 100 scholarships already at church. Yeah. So every year during our anniversary, I give each child who goes to our program $1,000 to $2,000 per. Okay. So I'm already in that vein. Yeah. And, I love doing it. I just had a young man, he's at FAM SBI program. And one of our members said, Pastor, he's in the SBI program, he needs a suit. I said, come over my house, gave him my suits, gave him some Burberry. That brother felt so good about himself. But whatever I can do to help, because see, I never got that.
Right.
I didn't get support.
Right.
I didn't have an allowance. I had to figure it out. I got to FAMU and I was at the airport. I didn't have a ride.
Right.
My whole life is like struggle, So when I met my wife, and she's like, "Why are you so broke?" Just them sedity folk.
Right.
Why are you so broke? She said to me, Jomo, I heard the airport is hiring. Why don't you get a job at the airport? Negro. I said, how am I gonna get to the airport? She's like, well, I heard the bus is regular. I heard bus is regular. I heard. So then I said, chick, have you ever been on the bus? No. How you gonna tell me about a bus? Go get a job. I said, listen, but again, that's my struggle.
Yeah.
She had an allowance. I said, what you do? Tell your parents to put more money in there for Jomo. They did too, by the way. They did.
Yeah,
They alumni. They said the boy can't be hungry. He got to go do something out there.
Right.
Oh,
Go
man.
ahead, Brian.
Wow. You were mentioning about the event for Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Give us. You mentioned doing something different that hasn't been done. I don't want you to give away, the what you're playing, but what's the plan? What's the planning process been like for you? What can you share that's a little bit different? Have you gone to any of the other strike tour events?
I've never been.
Okay.
I've never been. So my goal is to give exposure to coaches, the alumni, in a nice gathering place.
Yeah.
I'm used to raising money because as a pastor, that's what I got to do.
Yeah.
So I'm not, and for me, raising money is not about squeezing anybody.
Yeah.
I think if you have a compelling argument and give a person the requisite information, they'll make the best decision. I think we have a phenomenal university. I believe it will change lives. And I understand that if our sports program is more successful, it brings in more dollars. More dollars translates into more academic opportunities for others. And so I think it's a way for us to give back. So I'm totally persuaded that if we help sports get better, it makes the institution get better. It makes FAMU's name get better. So that for me is something I'm sold on. And I know that without FAMU, I wouldn't be who I am just because of the experience I had. And so for me, if I can help perpetuate this message that FAMU could change your life, and I need more people to come through those doors. Now, of course, every university has different things you have to go through, but I think that makes you stronger. So it's part of the journey. My son graduated there, and my baby boy is up there right now. He's just started the summer semester. So I'm all in on giving FAMU money. I'm all in. He got no scholarship. It's all coming out of my pocket. So I'm all in on FAMU. And so I think it's an opportunity. And so we have a beautiful venue. And, I think I put online 12 days ago, about 15, I don't know exactly, but it's over 10,000 people. I liked it and pushing, which is a good number because I know social. That's unusual. But we have a big audience. So my thing is, so I'm inviting some key people in the city, some friends of mine and some other people who have influence, and we see what happens. I know in our church we have a large contingent of FAMUans, and so I said invite a friend. I had told church on Sunday, I said, listen, I'm not forcing you to come. You don't have to come, but I think it'll be a great experience. And it'll have great energy. We're gonna have the band music pumping. It's gonna be popping, boy. I'm just telling you, it's gonna be a great atmosphere. So that's me. I want to create an atmosphere to where you come in and we have fellowship and we raise a lot of money to help our alma mater push into the next level.
Have you met? I'm trying to think. I don't know if. Well, have you met Charlie Ward previously anywhere or Coach Gordon?
Yeah, I've met him a couple times.
Okay.
I met him a couple times.
Nice.
Of course, Quinn. I just haven't met the basketball coach, but from what I've heard, she's a phenomenal lady with energy, zeal, and I'm excited about what she brings to the table.
Yeah,
nice,
definitely.
I'm excited. Look, I told Kelvin I gotta get in the I gotta find. I'm coming out that way. I'm gonna get out the house this weekend. I'm
make it happen, man. Come on through, brother. Come on through. It's gonna be popping. I'm just telling you, come on through. It's gonna be like Tom Brown Park. You remember how Tom Brown Park was?
Oh yes.
Yeah. That's the vibe we're trying to get.
Sunday.
All right.
Sundays at Tom Brown Park.
Boy, he brought back a memory then.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. The cars were out there. The music was popping.
Yeah.
That's some good times right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. I'm trying to find. I want to make sure we get the times and everything correct. Hold on. I was trying to pull up the strike tour flyer and everything. So 4:00 Saturday afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Love First Christian Center. I've got it right here, just in case you guys. 12847 Balm River Road, Riverview.
Riverview Road.
Riverview. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See. Okay.
Yeah.
See. Thank you, because I'm just reading off the flyer.
That's all good.
Appreciate it. Okay. How far now? Look, I'm in Orlando, so
Okay.
Give me a roundabout. How far away from St. Pete, Tampa? Where are we talking?
Okay, so if you're Orlando, it depends on which side of Orlando you're coming from, because one side of Orlando is a whole
near the airport.
Near the airport. Okay, near the airport. Okay, so you're about an hour and 15 to an hour and a half based on traffic, because I-4 is an ugly monster.
Oh yeah.
And so that's very. But once you hit I-4, once you hit 75, it's 3 exits down.
Okay.
It's only 3 exits down from there. St. Pete is about 35, 40 minutes from St. Pete. You cross the Skyway, or you go the other way, 275. But it's within reason. All those areas, I have people coming to church, which is crazy. But hey, God bless them.
Amen. Amen. Go ahead, Kelvin.
Well, I want you to give you a chance, and then to just kind of talk about your ministry real quick, and let folks know how they can come and be a part of it, whether it be streaming or in person. Well,
we have 3 services on Sundays: 7:45, 9:45, and 11:45, and it's a great atmosphere, great praise and worship, relevant message. If you came this Sunday, I'm out of town because I had to go teach in St. Louis. So actually, I'm gonna open up, I'm gonna give some money, and a car gonna take me to the airport. I'm teaching in St. Louis tomorrow, and then next week I'm in Atlanta. So I'm actually on my sabbatical, but it don't seem like a sabbatical because I keep getting pulled to go preach, but that's fine. I'll take that to it's funny. Last year, my wife said, "Why don't you rest?" And I sold her the check. She said, "Go boy, preach, boy, preach." Boy, it's so funny how they talk about rest, and then she saw the check. She's like, "Ooh, yeah, you need to preach." So, but it's a great. My whole goal is to be relevant, and so what happens in our ministry? I have a lot of executives and business people because I teach the Bible as Jesus would teach it, with a different spin because of my life experience.
Right.
I'm a cancer survivor. So going through cancer, going through chemo, my daughter's been ill. So I've had a lot of challenges and I kind of preach through it. And so it helps me navigate through their storm, because the storms are normal, bro. Everyone's going to go through a storm. It's how you handle the storm. And so the adversity has actually made me, and me preaching people, because people often think just because I'm a Christian that I don't go through nothing. No, hell, you're going to catch it. So understanding what Paul said, I've learned how to abase, I've learned how to abound, I've learned how to be up, I've learned how to be down. I can do all things. See, we like to say I can do all things, but the reason why Paul said that is because he had been through all things.
Yes.
That experiential knowledge of going through tough times and realize that I can still make it. So that has been my impetus. So I end up being a motivational coach / pastor / business guy all at the same time. So that combination has really drawn a lot of people to our ministry. We're online, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook. And, my whole goal is just keep making a dent. Make a dent with my dash. I don't know how much time I have. When I was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer and going through the chemo and all the other stuff, the clock became real to me. And so with that clock, I run my life with a certain level of intensity because I don't know how much time I do have. Yeah, I am cancer-free, praise God. But that was an awakening to me that I need to run my race hard. Yes, I can. When it's over, it's over. But while I got breath, I'm gonna go hard. And so that kind of drives me to not let up, because you don't know how much time you have. All right. And so that kind of drive has a lot of people who like to push come to my church, because I'm gonna push you. Right. I'm gonna push you to the next level. And so I do business coaches. So I have a lot of business people. So we'll train you on how to be a successful business person for free. And I have people who pay lots of money that do it for free. Yeah. So my goal is, because if I can get you there, and we all come up. We all win.
Yes.
So that's my mentality. So I'm preaching the Bible, but I'm preaching the Bible with a business lens, because who the Son has set free is free indeed. I got to get you free, because we can't talk about money if you're not free. I can't talk about, so I got to get your budget right. I got to get your life right. I got to get you right. So I have a lot of classes to grow people, because for me, Sunday's not enough to grow you. So I teach every day. I get up in the morning, I have a 6:30 prayer line, and at 6:45, I have life coaching. I do it Monday through Friday on how to be great. Because see, what I did was I realized that God allowed me to be a life coach and a speaker, not for me to be a speaker, but for me to train people. So what it was, he actually trained me to train people before I was a pastor.
Right.
All I'm doing is training. I'm taking the same material I did, coaching people to church. And so they'll come and sit there and just listen, because I'm giving biblical business tips at the same time. It's like Solomon, how Solomon would teach the Bible. And so I'm giving them steps to be better. So people are taking my material, going to work and getting promotions, and telling me, Pastor, I got another promotion. I took your same thing you just told me. I got a promotion. I said, of course. I said, wisdom. Wisdom's the principal thing. Yeah. And I said, if you work on that, oh man. And once people start seeing the light, it's addictive, bro. Because who doesn't want to win, bro? Who don't want to win?
Right.
So if I can give you the biblical clues to be successful in life, wouldn't you do it? And so God has really graced me with an ability to simplify the word. And so that has helped, because I'm not trying to be deep. I'm not trying to be a professor. I do have degrees, but my goal is to put it where everyone can get it. Because if you don't get it, we're wasting time. So my goal is to get people to the next spot. How could I get you to the next spot? And I tell them all every Sunday, I says, I'm not a perfect man. I'm not a perfect pastor. This is not a perfect church, and we are not perfect people, but I serve a perfect God. So I disarm them. Listen, I don't know it all. I'm still trying to learn. And so by putting myself down versus elevating myself, I have a lot of men who join my church be like, man, I can deal with you, because you don't talk down to me. Yeah,
that is a beautiful thing.
Because I was raggedy. I know me. I was raggedy. Back in the day. I'm better now. I'm still under construction.
Absolutely. Wonderful. That's a wonderful word.
Amen. I'm going to put the just for our definitely all of our viewers here, Love First Christian Center, www.lfcc.tv will take you to the website. There's even a Facebook group if you want to. You can just search as well. And so if anybody in the family is watching the show and you're not familiar, I've already bookmarked it, so that way I can watch and like I said, I look forward to coming on Saturday. But those of you who are familiar, share the word. Those who are not, here's your opportunity. Take Pastor Jomo at his word, and just tune in and see it for yourself, and we'll all experience. So there you go. Love First Christian Center, Riverview, Florida is the location if you're in the area. But the beautiful thing about the internet, and we can all become digital disciples, and we can all watch and tune in and support online. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful. Any last words? I mean, I you said a lot there. And anything, any other reminders or anything else you want to share with the family?
Well, just let's support. Let's be a bridge to the next level. I think we probably have the best 3 coaches we've ever had. I know we've had a lot of good coaches. But to have the 3, because I don't think we probably did, but beyond my knowledge, but Hall of Fame kind of coaches.
Yes. That part. Yes.
Hall of Fame athletes.
Yes.
All at the same time.
At the same time.
This is unusual. So my things, we got to maximize our moment, man.
Yes.
We got to take advantage, because I'm not a fool, because if any of these coaches do really good, the bigger boys gonna come get them. This is real talk. Yeah. You better get all you can while we can.
That's right.
Because if they kill it, which I pray they do,
right,
the door come knocking. So this might be a window for us to really do great things. So I think it's an opportune time to seize the moment, seize the day, and make a dent with what we do.
Absolutely. It's our season.
Absolutely.
Yes, it is. Pastor Jomo, we appreciate your time this evening.
Yes.
Look forward to seeing you and the rest of your family on Saturday. And want to encourage, again, everybody a part of the strike tour. I mean, it's a big weekend. Obviously, Friday in South Florida, Saturday there in Riverview, calling all my Orlando Rattlers, calling all, of course, the Rattlers in the Bay Area. And then, of course, the Jacksonville family on Sunday. It's a big weekend, and it's
Absolutely.
a great opportunity for us to get behind and support these great programs. I mean, these are Hall of Fame coaches, and then we've got other championship programs. So this is supporting one and all, and this is a great opportunity. So let's make sure, again, here's the link right there so you can give. fundraise.givesmart.com/VF/Central Strike. Appreciate you, Rick. And let's make sure we support. Drive the numbers. If you can't be there in person, you can always give, and it will make a difference. So,
yes, absolutely. I want to say this before we leave. I'm putting it out there. The goal's 100K, and I'm gonna give a tithe of it. So all I need is another 90,000. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
all right, let's go.
We got it in us.
Amen. We got it.
Yeah.
Amen.
We got it. Let's go.
All right. Again, hey, thank you again for your time, Pastor Jomo, and I mean, beautiful words, and we look forward to seeing you more, interacting more, and hey, anytime you've always got a platform and a time you want to come share, whether you want to spread the word or just talk football, sports, whatever, you got a place right here in the O&G. All you got to do is reach out and let us know.
Awesome. Appreciate it, sir. God bless y'all.
All right.
God bless you too.
All right. Man, that is awesome, man. Can't wait.
Love it.
Can't wait to
Love
get
it.
out there. Can't wait to get out there. I'm gonna get the tune up tomorrow on the car. You know, the tires and everything are straight. So I gassed up yesterday. You know, gas prices are ridiculous. I already gassed up yesterday. So I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna be out there. Troy, where you at, Troy? You need to. I need to reach out to you, Troy. I'm gonna check you out.
I think Troy active.
Huh?
Troy indicated, unless he was joking, which I thought he was. I think Troy active. Troy say, I think Troy there.
Look. All right.
You know he in the area.
I know. You know, I gotta let you know. I don't want to just roll up on people, but you know, I'm looking for your Rattlers. I'm looking. All right, let's go ahead and get into our next break. I'm gonna make sure I get all the flyers and post informations. Again, want to put the link out there. Again, appreciate Rick. For some reason, my graphic that I was trying to upload was acting funky. Let me see if it's on there from last week. Maybe it's still on here. Oh, yeah, it is. Hold on. I got the graphic still in here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. Right there on the right-hand side. There it is. Strike Tour. Again, that's Friday in Davie, Saturday in the Tampa area. And I will post the Jacksonville one here in a second because I just pulled it off of Instagram. The Jacksonville chapter posted it on their IG page. So I'm going to make sure to post that when I come out of the break. All right. And then we can hit on whatever else we got to hit on for today. So
let's go, Rattlers.
All right. Let's take a break. You're watching the O&G Strikezone right here on the Black College Sports Network. We'll be back after these words.
When it comes to professional learning, teachers deserve better. From the leader in online learning, Stride brings you the Stride Professional Development Center, an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that gives teachers choice and flexibility, allowing them to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. It's time you take charge of your learning. Visit us today to get started.
Planning an event? From weddings to corporate functions, CMJ Events LLC brings over 15 years of experience to make your vision a reality. Based in Metro Atlanta and serving statewide, even internationally, we provide versatile event planning and authentic catering cuisines tailored to your needs. Whether it's pre-game meals for student athletes, fundraisers, weddings, corporate functions, CMJ Events LLC is your one-stop solution for exceptional service and unforgettable food. Our diverse culinary heritage means we cater to all cultural tastes, dietary needs, and food restrictions, making every meal uniquely yours. Let's make your next event unforgettable. Visit us on all social media at CMJ Events LLC or email us at cmjeventsllc@gmail.com. Also give us a call at 404-664-3882 so that we can start planning now. From cancer care to accidental injuries to cardiac care, we all know that there are times that you can't control what happens in your life. But with Globe Life Family Heritage, you can be prepared to weather the storm when it comes. Call Dr. Beverly Eagle Rogers at 877-300-8269 or visit the website at globelifefamilyheritage.com. With over 25 years of serving communities, Dr. Beverly Eagles Rogers is here to help you and your family through difficult times. Dr. Beverly takes pride in Globe Life being one of the few companies that returns 100% of premiums to clients that stay healthy. So for more information, call Dr. Beverly Eagle Rogers at 877-300-8269 or visit the website at globelifefamilyheritage.com.
For over 30 years, HBCU Image has been more than just an apparel store. We've been a movement, a statement, a legacy. We celebrate the pride, the purpose, and the culture that make historically black colleges and universities legendary. HBCU Image, a Kenny T's company.
You're looking for the latest information on Southern University sports, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and HBCU athletics. There's only one place to go. Tune in to the Carlos Brown Show, exclusively on the Black College Sports Network.
Okay, welcome back to the O&G Strikezone right here on the Black College Sports Network. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Again, let me make sure that if you miss any parts of our conversation with Jomo Cousins, you can always go back and check that out on YouTube or Facebook. Or you could always catch the podcast of this show and all of the shows that are part of the Black College Sports Network on Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. Just search BCSN Pod Zone. The BCSN Pod Zone is the aggregate of all the shows on the Black College Sports Network, from our show, Dr. Kenyatta Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab, the Carlos Brown Show, the BCSN Sports Wrap on Sundays, all of those shows and more. Sometimes we have some other feature shows that'll appear as well. Again, if you missed the link to check out Pastor Jomo Cousins, FAMU Hall of Famer, class of 25, former NFL and FAMU football alum, Love First Christian Center, there's the link to visit his church's website. Again, they also have a Facebook group. You can always join the Facebook page, Love First Christian Center. Not far off of 75. I'm just kind of looking at the map right here. 12847 Balm Riverview Road in Riverview, Florida, 33579. But just do a search for Love First Christian Center, Riverview, Florida. Your GPS map should get you there quite simply. It's 4 o'clock tomorrow. Again, Strike Tour happening 4 o'clock tomorrow. 4 o'clock Saturday in the Tampa area in Riverview. Of course, Friday is when it kicks off down in Davie. The South Florida Rattlers will be there. And then I mentioned the Jacksonville group. The Jacksonville alums will be hosting on Sunday at 4 o'clock the Northeast Florida Pharmacy Practice Center in Jacksonville. So if you're not familiar, the FAMU NAA, the JRE Lee Jacks group, they will be hosting. That's another big group. Of course, Coach Gray has some roots and some ties in the Jacksonville community, having been a former player up there for the Jaguars, and so
high school coaching there too.
Yeah, did some high school coaching, so that'll be good. And of course, everywhere Coach Ward and Gordon go, people know their names. So this is going to be great opportunity for these coaches to connect in. And Kelvin, I have to really, I think we've kind of talked about this, and hearing Jomo talk about it really underscores the point about where we are right now with the level of coaches that we have.
Yes. Absolutely.
We have championship level coaches. We've got Hall of Fame. This is the goal. I mean, look, I feel like when we were on the yard, that was a golden era. That era that Jomo played in,
right?
That was a golden era, right?
Humphreys, Billy Joe, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we are in that, but on a different level, because it's not just the football program. It's all of our programs. Man, I can't get in trouble. I'm gonna try to, but man, we gotta make sure that you all have to do a great job of communicating to our administration. Don't fumble the bag on this. Don't drop the bag on this. We need to hear you. We need to see you. We need to know
the energy, right?
We need the energy. I tell you, I see what others are doing, and not to compare us to other people, but man, other people are out there. They're in the social media streets. They're talking to their alumni. They're engaging with their alumni. We got to wake up. Hello, administrators. We got to wake up. The people are starving. They need to hear from you. And maybe it starts this weekend. Hopefully, Lord willing. Hopefully it starts this weekend.
Yeah, got to be present.
Got to be something.
It matters. It matters. People got to have some access.
Yeah. Earlier in the show, we were mentioning about the Rattler and Arms work that they were doing with the basketball team. I've got the updated support tally right there, 13,034 of the 18,870 supporting the basketball program, Coach Ward. So yeah,
let's go and knock that on out.
Yeah, I'll see if I can easily post the link here. There we go.
Yeah,
hopefully that'll go in the chat.
It's our season, and only we can mess up this, right?
Yeah.
As you pointed out, we have awesome coaches. We also have awesome student athletes, and we just heard from one. The impact is bigger than athletics. Like Jomo said, he won championships. He had opportunity to go to the next level, and he got developed. He didn't even come there on a scholarship.
Yeah,
he got developed.
It's an amazing story.
So Rattlers, we changing people's lives when we support. we changing our community, impacting our community when we support. So let's not take that for granted. Let's go. Rick said he just got 3K.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Getting closer.
Let's go, Rattlers. I know we got it. We got it in us. Let's do it.
We are 51 days away, Kelvin. I was reminded by, good friend Bobby, 51 days away from the start of the season.
Well, to that point, I mean, we start camp at the end of this month.
Yeah.
So we 3 weeks away from camp.
It'll be here before you know it.
Absolutely. So, yeah, now's the time to get excited and like I say, just we have what I love about Rattlers. We've had so much success that we expect success. We don't give no excuses. We didn't have the season we wanted last year. We don't bring that with us this year, though.
Mm-mm.
Unlike a lot of these pundits with their predictions. Last year was last year for us. This year is this year. It's a new season. And I believe we're going to have one heck of a testimony for football season when it's all said and done.
Woo! Boy. I can't.
We're going to go from zero to the plethora. Abundance.
Yeah. Well, while we're talking, hold on, let me see if I can pull this up here, how quick I can pull it up. Because one of the first, and I'm only bringing this up because, it gives us something to talk about. You talking about pundits and their polls and rankings. So one of the first rankings that I've seen, HBCU football related, came out yesterday. By Stan Becton.
Yes, NCAA.com.
Yeah, runs NCAA.com, covers HBCU. And I'm gonna just put it up here for a second.
We like it, Stan, and it's important that we have a voice out there. But
so as you can see, Stan's latest.
but that right there, I don't know what that is. But that's your ranking. So
his top 10. I get the top 4. Look, I'm I get it. I'm a pollster.
Yeah, absolutely.
I get the top 4, which I don't argue with the top 4.
Right.
But I'm sorry. I just cannot buy into you telling me, and again, we're in a different place, Kelvin. See, this is the thing. A lot of people, Stan doesn't know our coaches. Stan hasn't had multiple conversations with the head coach, assistant coaches like you and I have. He doesn't know our personnel like we know our personnel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I get it. You look at what we did last year. You look at what we presumably lost.
Let me stick a pin in that real quick. What we did last year was go 4-4 in the SWAC on what was considered a down year. What we did is go 4-4 in the SWAC with players bringing a new quarterback, a new offensive and defense coordinator, etc. We went 4-4 in the SWAC. What we did is lose 2 games, Howard and BCU, essentially on the last play of the game. So we didn't finish. We won a total of 5 games last year. We were competitive in 8. Some would argue and say we should have won 8. So, and that's with a quote unquote a down year. So I'm just giving out facts. And then look at our roster and what we have returning, along with what we added. And look at some of those other squads. I'm just saying.
Yeah, FAMU was ranked 12th, apparently, one space behind Bethune-Cookman, who was ranked 11th. Obviously, he only did the graphic department, only did the top 10, but FAMU came in 12th preseason. And I just, again, I'm not buying. I'm just not buying that 5 of these, the bottom 5 are better than FAMU. I'm just not.
Absolutely not.
I'm just not. Not with what we have returned, like you said,
and the coaching staff.
And the coaching staff, that part.
I mean,
that part. But again, if you don't know, you don't know.
Well, everybody, I get it. I mean, I don't get it, but I get it.
So I'm making a pledge to myself. I'm not going to spend all SWAC Media Day trying to sell other people on.
It don't matter.
Why
be played on the field anyway.
You should be better.
Yeah,
I'm just not. I think the approach I'm going to take next week is I'm going to listen to why people think X, Y, and Z teams are ranked where they're ranked. Why you think
you ain't got nothing to play for? We ain't got nothing to play for. That's for schools who don't have tradition.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we got tradition. We always got something to play for.
We do.
And our professors, our student body, our band, our fans, our alumni, our supporters, they're gonna let you know.
Yeah.
The standard is the standard.
Exactly. So appreciate you, Stan, for putting that out there. Now, I am familiar. I know the first official Black college football, the United poll, the one that is endorsed by the 4 major football conferences, Division I and Division II, I think that's supposed to drop tomorrow. That'll be interesting to see. As that is a poll. Again, just to remind people, difference between polls and rankings. Usually there's if you have a ranking, you usually have some kind of data and analytics that are behind it. For example, Black College Sports Network, we have a ranking top 5 that we'll do, but we always start our ranking after week 4. So we usually don't do a preseason because who's to really say who teams really are when you have so much turnover and things of that nature. I mean, who are these teams? Like last year, no one predicted Delaware State to go 8 wins last year, to be 1 game, 1 quarter away from going to the Celebration Bowl. Nobody predicted that. Nobody saw that coming.
Nobody predicted Prairie View to go to the Celebration Bowl.
Exactly, and win the SWAC. No one was picking Prairie View outside of the folks in Texas, maybe. So you usually need 3 to 4 weeks to really see what a team is going to look like. And even that sometimes can be tricky based on that month of September and who teams really have played. So, we usually kind of let the data speak for itself. And then by you get to week 5, that's when the first rankings come out. And the difference between a poll obviously is going to be made up. So this Black Unified poll is a poll made up of various sports writers who cover the various teams, various HBCUs across the nation. It's made up. I
think we know a couple of those pollsters too.
We know a few pollsters. We know a few of them. And so I think that poll will come out tomorrow, Thursday, I think is what I was told. And that'll be interesting to see what kind of buzz that creates, especially heading into the media days, which are happening.
Right.
So, exactly. Hold on, V and Matt, I agree. Don't crash out over these polls because once the pads start popping, that's when you can kind of really start taking it seriously. It's talking season, folks. That's what it is right now. It's a fun time of the year. It's fun
time. Undefeated.
Keep the receipts. Look, I learned a new feature. in your Twitter, those of you who are on X, you can create a bookmark. You can even create subfolders in your bookmark. So, when these kind of things start popping off, you know what you do? Bookmark it, make a folder for it, and, just come back to it. Because, we know some fan bases, they keep receipts from way back, like 3-4 years ago, even though it may not be relevant to this year. So, yeah. Let me do a couple of quick announcements from some of our friends here. The one-day bus trip to Montgomery, sponsored there by the Rattler Boosters. Got a text with a little updated information about that. Let me see. Where is it?
Road Dog.
Yeah. So, due to popular demand, the FAMU Boosters bus trip to Montgomery for Alabama State's homecoming on October 10th will now also be picking up in Quincy. So if you or anyone you may know might be interested in joining us from there, feel free to pass the information along. Seats are beginning to fill, so don't put this off much longer. Expect this trip to sell out. Reserve your seats today. Again, 8 a.m. departure from Bragg. Then they'll make a stop in Quincy and then on up north heading to Montgomery. 125 gets you there and back. I don't know if it includes a ticket to the game, though. I don't know. Do you know here? Does it include a game ticket?
I do not know. Road Dog, if you're watching, let us know.
Yeah. And one other post, the FAMU Rattler Boosters, the kickoff luncheon. It's that time of year.
Yes, sir.
August 22nd. In the Al Lawson Multipurpose Gym, be your opportunity to not only meet the FAMU football team and coaches, but also our championship volleyball program as well. The team and coaches also make an appearance. So you get a chance to meet the volleyball team. You'll meet the football team. Your cheerleaders are in attendance. That's a pretty cool time. I remember we went a couple years ago. You can individually buy tickets for $75, or if you and a group of friends want to get together and buy a VIP table, or maybe your company, $600 gets you 8 seats at a table. So, yeah.
By the way, Will says bus travel only for that bus trip.
For that trip, okay, thank you. Yeah, I saw that in there. Yep, bus travel only. So you got to buy your tickets in advance.
And just a reminder, the record in terms of the attendance at Alabama State Stadium was just set 2 years ago when we played them for what? Homecoming.
Right.
It was like right at 35,000, I want to say. So it would not shock me to see a repeat.
Not at all. Not at all. Again, next Wednesday, SWAC Media Day. Coach Gray, Isaiah Knowles, and Antonio Kamen all will be in attendance. Quite a few other SWAC and HBCU dignitaries are always in attendance for these things.
Mm-hmm.
We'll usually see our good friend Kendra Bullock, Orange Blossom Classic Executive Director. She usually makes an appearance, looking stunning as always.
Absolutely.
She will be in there, probably, and we'll usually see Our athletic administrators will be there, hopefully. So good opportunity to talk to folks. And then some other, a lot of media. So all of the shows, majority of the shows, I'd say about 85 to 90% of the shows that you guys watch and consume along with our show, they will be there.
Yep. Of course, Tiffany and Jay and ESPN and HBCU Go, all those personalities and
that's right.
are represented.
Tiffany and Jay will be there. That's right.
Yeah.
I got a nice storm going on outside right now, so keep my fingers crossed that the signal stays on here. I tell you what, I know we're getting close to the close of the show, but
right.
Come on, Lord, hold on a little bit. Hold on a little bit. Don't go out on me yet. All right. What other news and notes we got, Kelvin? What else we got that we haven't hit on that you want to mention?
Go ahead, put up a little graphic about the High real quick. Let me get a shout out to the High. We heading up, trying to get to the A nets, and they have a committee out there that is working along with a board of trustees and university administration to make sure that we represent excellence at the High, just like we do across campus, and get back to where we used to be and need to be. So the recent rankings came out for Florida School Grades Report, and it was a improvement from a C for the High. Been a minute since we've been there, and the goal, of course, is A. So we trajecting to success.
Yeah, I got the impression in the article that, as you mentioned, the school, the university, FAMU, is committed to doing more to help continue to see that grade go up. Mm-hmm. Is that what you got from that article as well? Which was behind the paywall, so I only got to read a little portion of it.
Yeah. They've got a committee, and they've got resources that they putting and a strategic plan in order to get to that next level. So it's music to my ears, man. It's been a minute since the university has truly focused and put resources down there. Got great facilities, man. So it looks like they're engaging the great alumni again, and they'll be rewarded for that. We're excited again, and my daughter's is a
is she a student there?
No,
okay.
She's not. She's in the IB program, middle school IB program coming up, and I would love for her to go to my alma mater.
What do you need to see?
But we got to have IB program.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what do you need to see before that can happen? Okay, an IB program.
Yeah, we need an IB program.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you can hear it in the background where I am, or maybe watch JDTV. You're just maybe you're in the same Orlando area as I am, but I'm telling you, boy, the dark clouds have gathered. And okay, Gail says she hears the thunder. Okay, yes. Okay, good to see that the speaker.
I thought that was your stomach.
No, that's the That's the speakers. That's the speakers from my laptop picking it up quite well in the background. I obviously, you guys see I don't have my headphones on right now, but yeah, man, we're dealing with it in here. So good stuff. Edwin says, looks like SWAC TV has the viewing guide up. Not sure. Okay.
We haven't really heard nothing about that.
It was not my stomach. You guys get out of here. Thanks, Kelvin. Thanks.
Yeah, somebody feed that boy.
Feed that boy. Kelvin's been working on the nominees for the 2026 O&G Awards. This would be the fourth year, correct?
Mm-hmm.
The fourth year for the O&G Awards. Let's go through some of the nominees. You know, this isn't finalized yet. I think what we'll do is what we've always done is we'll publish these and then we will submit them to voting. And we like for you, the family, to kind of be the ones. These are your awards, our awards. So we put these out and we ask you all to kind of help vote, and then we'll announce the winners. So these are some of the nominee boys. Lightning out here.
Yeah, it's throwing down, brother.
I'm telling you, man. Lord, just keep my lights on for a little while longer here as we go through this. Okay. I'm going to throw some names out. This is so if you got some additions or some names that you think we should consider adding or moments, let us know now in the chat.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you can always send us an email, ONGStrikezone@gmail.com, before we make these official. But these are right now, the first draft nominees. Let's start with the female most memorable moment of the year. We've got 5 mentioned so far. We've got the indoor women's track SWAC championship win. We're talking that Sunday. The outdoor women's track SWAC championship win. The volleyball championship team run in the SWAC tournament. Remember, they were the 8th seed hosting the tournament. The women's basketball win against Bethune-Cookman. And we're talking the back-to-back wins to close the regular season and the first game of the tournament. It's a nice rally. And then, of course, softball's walk-off win to clinch the SWAC championship game against Southern. So those are your 5 most memorable moments. If you have a nominee or something that you want to get considered, drop it in the chat. Let us know.
I got a feeling where that one gonna go.
Yeah. Male most memorable moment of the year.
I think I know where this one gonna go too.
Football dramatic losses to Howard, Bethune-Cookman, and Valley. Oh, 3 nightmare moments.
That's the only way I can get football in there.
Sadly.
Yeah.
The men's basketball victory over Bethune-Cookman to end the season and its win in the opening round of the SWAC tournament. Kirk Dawkins' dramatic win in the 800 and mile at the SWAC Indoor Championships. And, of course, the meme that became so viral meme as he passed that runner from Grambling.
He want to fight.
FAMU golf winning the HBCU championship at the end of the season. And then baseball's dramatic run in the SWAC championship tournament, where the baseball team made it to the championship game for the 2nd consecutive year. All right. Other nominees: Female Athlete of the Year.
Tough
Quite a few names here.
Tough one there.
Yeah, I'm just going to read some of the names. If you can recall or think of a name that we don't have, let us know. We've got Farah Farouk of FAMU volleyball, Tanija Purifoy, FAMU women's basketball. Look on the list. Is C and G the same, John?
I don't know. It ain't been scrubbed yet.
Okay, DeAndre Gaines, the fastest woman in the SWAC, winning the 60-meter indoor, the 100-meter indoor, the 100-meter outdoor, and the 200-meter outdoor. No, I'm sorry. She won the 60-meter indoor, 200 indoor, 100 outdoor, 200 outdoor. That's the run.
To answer your question, yes, you can.
Okay.
I get rid of C right now.
Because
G got all the information.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Also, Tara Burt of FAMU track and field, cross country. Softball, Zoriana Hughes. Amari Brown, also FAMU softball. Those are the names that we have right now for Female Athlete of the Year. Farah Farouk, Tanija Purifoy, Tara Burt, Zoriana Hughes, Amari Brown, and DeAndre Gaines. Any recommendations or names that we should have in there, you guys let us know in the chats. Male Athlete of the Year. The nominees right now, first draft, Kirk Dawkins, FAMU track. Leonard Mastari, also FAMU track. Ty Shirley, FAMU men's basketball. Jackson McKenzie, FAMU baseball. Sasha Robinson, FAMU golf. Caleb Granger, FAMU baseball. Thad Franklin Jr., FAMU football. And Nayron Jenkins, FAMU football. Nominees for Male Athlete of the Year. Any nominations or recommendations that you guys have, put that in the chat. Who froze? Was that me? Edmund said, oops, froze. Somebody froze.
Maybe it might be your computer.
All right.
Because you was good.
Okay. The Women's Sports Coach of the Year, the nominees, Coach Brittany Beal, FAMU softball. Coach Gokhan Yilmaz, FAMU volleyball. Coach Garfield Ellenwood II, Director of Cross Country and Track and Field. Coach Bridget Gordon, FAMU basketball.
Coach Williams.
And Coach Williams.
Jeremy
Williams of FAMU bowling. The Men's Sports Coach of the Year, Jamie Shoup, baseball. Preston Mike Rice, golf. Charlie Ward, men's basketball. Coach Ellenwood again for men's track. All right. The Ladies Sports Team of the Year, the nominees, we got 4 of them here. The softball team, which won the, of course, SWAC East and the SWAC tournament. Volleyball team won the SWAC volleyball championship for the 4th time in 5 years. The women's indoor and outdoor track team, both teams won championships. And women's bowling, who finished 6th in the regular season and made a tournament in the SWAC. see it. Kelvin's making note of you guys with suggestions. Kelvin's tracking those down. So if you're being serious about them, who knows? Some of you, I wonder. The male sports team of the year. We've got the baseball team, SWAC tournament runner-up, the golf team, which won the HBCU championship, basketball team, and the men's indoor and outdoor track team, which both teams finished top 5 in the SWAC indoor and outdoor. All right, last few nominees. We have our sports administrator / support staff of the year.
Yeah, I combined them this year.
What's that?
I combined them this year. They used to be separate, but
yeah, I think that's good. That's good. The nominees are Kenneth Lassiter, the director of sports medicine, Cynthia Gaines, program manager, Jeff Walker, who runs our video and audio game day production at Bragg, and Dennis Driscoll, the senior associate AD and director of brand advancement. So those are the 4 nominees. If you got any other recommendations or nominees, put them in the chats. The assistant coaches of the year. On the women's side, it's Coach Jessica Hurtado, who is now the head coach at Grambling State, but she'd been with Coach Beal since Coach Beal came on campus. Steve Canfield of volleyball, who's a former winner of this award. Erica Cromartie, good friend of the program, assistant women's basketball coach. And Tamika Kinchin, who is the head women's cross-country coach and also has a big hand in the track and field women's program as well. Any nominees, put them in the chat. You can email us, ONGStrikezone@gmail.com. The assistant coach of the year in men's sports, we got Coach Jared Lazarus, men's basketball, associate head coach and lead recruiter. Robert Deadweiler, the assistant sprints and hurdlers coach, track and field. Brett Richardson, the baseball team's hitting coach and associate head coach. Brandon Love, assistant coach, track and field. We had Brandon on the show before. And Casey Warming, the recruiting coordinator and tight end coach for FAMU football, one of the few holdovers from the previous coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys, if you have your thoughts and comments together, go ahead and drop us a line, ONGStrikezone@gmail.com. You can also, you can reach out to Kelvin or myself on social medias as well and let us know your thoughts. But next week, either next week or the week after, we'll probably we'll do a poll, and we'll drop the announcements officially, and then we'll open the voting up, and then after about a week or so of voting, we'll let you know who the winners are. So, try to organize ourselves and see if we can get all that put together. Okay.
Yep. Brian, I'm also have started on the 2026 football analysis and article that I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I saw you started that. Yeah. So let me know when that's all done, and we'll go ahead and do some proofing on it, check it out, and then we'll get it published on our Substack page, and go from there. All right. I know there was a recent. I had the recruiting stuff from Marcus, but I kind of want to hold off on that. Maybe let that we'll come back to that maybe next week or the following week. I know we just in mentioning, I did see notably track and field. We lost one of the young ladies transferred to LSU.
We had one to go to Louisiana Tech too.
Tiana Adams. That's pretty big going from FAMU to LSU.
You got talent.
Yeah.
Coach Garfield developed them, but he bringing them in.
Yeah.
He's still bringing them in.
I was looking. I had to. Yeah, I got to talk to Marcus about putting these on green ink on an orange background. But anyway, I'd have a conversation about that to make it easy on the eyes. Yeah, right. Trying to say. I think, and we've gone through some of the baseball things. I do think one of the we've talked about this before. And if you read the article by Gerald, Coach Shoup talked about, we lost 4 of the top 5 hitters for FAMU from this past year were in the portal or have signed on with new teams. Obviously, you had McKenzie and you had Jay Campbell, which Jay Campbell is at Mercer.
Mm-hmm.
McKenzie, of course, is over at Florida State. Alex Moneill was one of those top 5 hitters, and Matthew Perez. So again, 4 of the top 5 hitters all are in the portal or have transferred already. 3 of what was that?
No, EA was pointing out the issue Southern Hurler signed with Clemson. I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that too, man. She probably got a nice bag for that. I mean, she did what she could as one of the top at Southern. So, I mean, that's what it is. You're right. You get you run the times, and the big schools, they're gonna pay you 3 times what you probably were making at your low resource institution. So congratulations to all of them. Maybe we'll get serious about our NIL and revenue sharing and be able to hold on to some of these kids. But anyway, it's another story. Yep, he transferred to Mercer. Back to the baseball thing. I did want to make, I mentioned that one of the notes that Marcus put together that 4 of the top 5 hitters were transferred or in the portal. 3 of the 4 FAMU selections on the 26 All-SWAC tournament team were also, gone. And that is McKenzie, Alex Moneill, and Jay Campbell. Jesus Campa is a grad student, so I'm not sure whether Campa has another year of eligibility or not. But what was your any thoughts or takeaways from the article from Coach Shoup? Any quotes that stuck out? I thought he was a great job by Gerald by just being able to get a hold of get Coach Shoup to kind of talk about really being in a place where we hadn't been in the last few years.
I mean, as just like what Jomo said about the caliber of coaches that we have right now on campus, we have to enjoy the wonder while we have it, because unfortunately, for some, I think we, considering the caliber athletes we have, we do a pretty good job because of our brand and our family atmosphere of keeping a lot of our best athletes. But I mean, at the end of the day, people get opportunity to especially when they've been here 2 or 3 years already. You know, they've got the experience, they got the relationships, but it matters for some to be able to get some cash in their pockets, along with still being able to compete. So that's just the environment of today's athletic department. Like I explained about the all SWAC team, if you look across the SWAC in football, a lot of teams lost players to other schools who would have been returning. I mean, so and would have been worthy of true all SWAC. So that is the nature of college athletics now. So you better treat kids well while you have them.
Exactly. Better treat them well. So good stuff by Gerald to get that out there. FAMU basketball got another recruit for this upcoming season. I saw this on Instagram, and Ashton Williams is the young man. I think I got this right. Somebody in the chat said he was 6'5". I said, no, he's 6'3". Yeah, Ashton Williams, 6'3". I'll tell you more about him here in a second because I just I'm trying to pull up. I just came across his Twitter handle. Do you have any of the information on him yet, Kelvin?
I do not.
No. Okay.
And I know Marcus probably ain't have a chance to update yet because that happened today.
Correct. Yeah, it just was announced today where he committed. I'm looking at a couple places on where he came from. Southern Wesleyan University, if I think I've got the right person. 6'3", where he was a freshman from Poulin, Georgia. I think I've got the name right.
Yeah.
You've heard of it?
Yeah.
Poulin, Georgia. In high school, let me see. What class is he? He's a freshman, so he'd have been class of 25. In high school, in his senior year for Worth County High School, he averaged 30 points per game with 7 assists per game. He was named both the state and region player of the year. Now he, I believe it's a 1A school. So, small school.
They have a hell of a football team. Oh man, Worth County. Yeah.
Worth County. Okay.
Yeah. They play all the South Georgia's powerhouses usually.
He averaged he hit the 1,000 career mark as a junior. Some of his high school highlights, some of the personal notes. His father played at Georgia Southwestern, and he has a brother that's a plays in the NFL. I don't know what team, but we'll have to do a little digging and figure that out. But last year he played at Southern Wesleyan University. And primarily off the bench, kind of only played in 18 games, So really, it's an opportunity. Somebody must have seen him, but if you look at the high school stats, obviously he's somebody that probably should have gotten more consideration. I think if you're one of those guys that's averaging 30, and you can say what you want, when you're averaging 30 a game, look, even if you're doing it at a 1A school, people may kind of poo-poo that, but 30 a game is 30 a game. And I'll say if you're scoring 30 a game and I don't know their competition, right? I mean, my school, my program where I'm at, we're a 1A school in Florida, right? Or 1A or 2A in Florida, right? But we got guys. We got players. We got players, right?
You play almost a national schedule.
When you got a kid who can score 30 a game, Kelvin, that means there were some games where he was scoring more than 30. To score 30 a game, that means in a 25-game high school season, you're probably scoring 30, I would say at least 20 of those games, minimum.
30 plus, yeah.
So the kid can score it. So I'm don't look down on it. He obviously must have. So Gilbert is saying he had the green light. His dad was his high school coach. Well, hey, so be it. I mean, his
red light, green light.
Yeah,
Gilbert. Gilbert, referee and stuff. So in South Georgia,
does?
So he he knows all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Well, but then also to be recognized as the state and region player of the year in 1A. So I'm sure that the coaches have seen something from him against other competition and was like, no, the kid can play. And you know what? And that's the beauty about where we are. Like,
look at Jomo testimony. That's what I'm saying. Look at Jomo. Someone who came to FAMU not even playing sports and was good enough to make it to the NFL.
Well, Edwin, look, a team is probably scoring 50 to 60 a game. I mean, and he's scoring half the points. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, and I know FAMU High. We had a couple of years, men and women's side, where it was like that. And we had McDonald's All-American, but of course, Coach Kermati when she was there, and Coach Ali before her. I mean, we played pretty much everybody. We rarely played schools in our classification because it wasn't no competition. So yeah, sometimes you have those kind of players, even at the small level.
Right. So we look forward to learning more about Ashton Williams. Congratulations. Welcome to the family, Ashton. I did retweet some of his info.
Whoa. God is trying to tell you something. I think it's time to go.
Hey, if you heard that, it means it's time to go, folks.
It's time to go, buddy.
Show's over.
Like Grandma say, be quiet, be still, lay down somewhere.
Cut the lights out. I'm about to cut the lights out. I'm about to cut all the electronics off. This show is done for tonight, folks. We appreciate you watching the O&G Strikezone. Go check out the BCSN Pod Zone on your favorite podcast platforms. I'm done giving plugs. Kelvin, any final words as we get ready to get up, as I get ready to get out of this electrical storm that's going on outside?
Well, nothing other than look forward to next week and when we get out to the SWAC Media Days, and then a couple of weeks after that, we into fall practice and within 7 weeks we will be playing our first game. So it's time. It's our season.
Yeah. Just in case you didn't see this earlier, there's your themes for the year, but you can go find that on FAMU Football, Twitter and Instagram. All right, we're getting out of here because y'all talking, y'all funny. Be brave. Y'all on the other side of this, in another state, in another area. Some of y'all in another time zone. Be brave.
Be obedient.
Exactly.
The man is talking.
Guy trying to tell me something. All right.
Let the Lord do his work.
Exactly. Got to thank Jomo Cousins, Pastor Jomo Cousins, for joining the show. Look forward to seeing everybody, hopefully in the Tampa area, but hopefully you Rattlers can make it out to whether it be South Dade or Jacksonville or Tampa. Make sure to check the links. Go support wherever you can, however you can. Every dollar helps, but we do want some big donations. So thank you to everybody. All right. We're done. On behalf of Marcus and Kelvin, I'm Bryan. Be well, Rattler Nation, and we will see you next week. We will be in Birmingham next week recording a show with our FAMU Avenging friends, and we'll see how that goes. So safe travels to everybody. Have a great week. Stay cool and stay inside as long as you can. Peace out.